Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, a brand new day. Yes, indeed, it is Sunday. Ignoring the jibber-jabber spilling from the crudely animated mouth on the face of the man, he reached out and snagged the cord with his fingers and gave it a quick tug. With the sound of tearing silk, the cord undid, like an important thread pulled from an intricate needlework, and the man came apart, wet and sloppy, red and splashing like a 20-gallon barrel of blood guppies dumped onto the pier. The 1st of December? I should have looked up how it was pronounced. Goodness gracious. Because I changed, of course, every month now, a different other language for a month, and so it's the Croatian term for December now. Yay, thumbs up for that. Now, I both did and didn't do anything exciting yesterday. I didn't. I mean, yesterday was just a day. It was a slow day, and I didn't do much. I made videos, I did write, I went walkies, and that was it. But, I mean, making videos, that's nothing special. Going walkies, that was kind of a surprise. I mean, because once again, I had been just walking in town every other day, and then the night before, I hadn't gone. So last night, I went walkies, 6-mile round trip from here to Walmart and back. 3 miles there, 3 miles back. I thought it was going to be tough. My back, my shoulder, this part of my body didn't even hurt that much when I got back. It wasn't bad. Did I have troubles breathing like I sometimes do because I'm out of shape after not going walkies? No. I power walked up hills. I felt great. The only thing that I had when I was coming back, my calves were getting a bit of a workout. I felt it in my calves. So that part has declined in function some. So now I need to push to bring it back up to get that stress, because it's that stress of pushing that lets your body know it needs to do things to keep getting stronger. My chair is at a weird angle again, and I'm trying to be centered, but everything is just, oh, my back. I mean, I feel more comfortable leaning over like this, but I went walkies and it was great. Definitely a thumbs up. So I got that stuff done and it was good. Now, it was really cold, and I think that's actually part of why I've been doing so much better. God's above, I'm so sorry. Before I got married, I started getting, oh, what's the word? It's that cellulitis. I started getting cellulitis a lot. My drinking, my weight must have been really affecting my testosterone at that point, because I had effectively no immune system and I was getting dangerous cellulitis. Why is that word so hard to remember? Cellulitis a lot. And in fact, the last couple times I got cellulitis, I got it so bad, it burned out, literally burned out my lymph system in my lower extremities. Now your lymph system is just, they weren't even sure about the existence of this thing up until like the 60s or 70s or 80s. But it's another system, a circulatory system of sorts, that moves fluid through your bodies. And of course it has little nodes that your like various types of immune cells live in. Those are the glands that'll feel like little marbles when you get sick, because the glands are filled up with all sorts of infected, not bacteria, your white blood cells and such, because they go out, attack, and then they have to come back, and it's just, it can get rough. The last couple times I got it, well, especially the last time on the inside of my thighs, because I always got cellulitis, except for the very first time when one of my cats bit me at the time. and then I got cellulitis on my hand. From that point on, it was only in my legs and my legs. And so, try to remember now. It was that cellulitis. Oh, I can't remember the specifics of the story, but the point, yes, because you have that system in you. I got so sick, my insides of my thighs. I'm sorry I'm so rambly this morning. I've only been up about an hour. My sincere apologies. But the inside of my thighs looked like someone had literally taken a hot iron and seared the flesh with the flat part of the iron tucked up, on the inside of my thigh, coming down to the point as it runs down toward my knee. They were black, big, roughly, triangular type shapes running down because my lymph system was so inundated with this horrific thing. I almost died. I mean, I was on all sorts of IV antibiotics the last few times, but that was horrific. And ever since then, with all of those times, my legs just swell up. They just do not get rid of fluid very well. Normally, of course, when you're standing, well, you don't even have to stand, just being upright, sitting with your feet down, your body normally accumulates fluid through the day. Gravity is a rough force that sucks it down to your feet. Well, I don't have the pumps and the fluid system to get it out, so my lower legs swell up and my feet can look like little meat pumpkins. Now, they haven't for a long time now because I have stockings, tight stockings, elastic. They squash your feet and your lower legs. Now, mine only come up to my knees because it's only my lower legs that's really affected. Some people have to wear thigh highs because of their circulation to keep the fluid from accumulating down there. As your circulation gets bad for whatever reason, there are people that not only do they have to wear thigh highs, but they need bandages on their legs because so much fluid accumulates down there. It actually leaks out of their cells and into the tissue surrounding the cells, and then it gets to be so much that it actually, there's no place for it to go, so it leaks out through their skin. And you need bandages to soak that up. Thumbs up. Now, one of the things that I did want to talk about, because I've wanted to talk about this one for a while, there are some memes out there that I think are absolutely hysterical, and they're the kind of anti-humor things that really confound like people my age. Most people that are my age and older, they see these things and they're like confounded, like, what the hell does this mean? To my eyes, a lot of these anti-humor memes, they're just like the modern day Dada movement. So they're very Dadaistic, and that's cool. That's very awesome. But I wanted to talk about some of them that I had seen. Now, I'm going to have to take a moment because I need to actually pull these up so I can remind my own eyes what these are, and I'm going to show them on the screen because I wanted to point them out. Oh, let's see if I can find it. I should have gotten this done beforehand, but of course I didn't. Where did I put that? I'm so sorry. I am a fool. A fool. What did I do with that? Oh my Lord God. No, here we are. This is the one that I think is absolutely silly and hysterical. When it's got this picture of, hopefully I've got it over here or over here, but when the person says, I'm sick of crying. I mean, you can understand that. Tired of trying. Oh, I understand that too. Yeah, I'm smiling. I understand that. I can see where they're trying to go. They're talking about depression, but inside I'm Obama tree? I think that's frickin' hysterical. Oh my God, I could not stop laughing about that for days when I was going on walkies. Just thinking about this sort of, the Dadaistic movement and the anti-humor thing. And I love this one. It just gets laughter out of me. And it's the sort of thing that my wife might have gotten it. But I know my parents, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, they would have been like, what the hell? I don't even know if my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law, who are both like younger than I am, would understand or like this thing. I saw that. I thought it was frickin' hysterical. Definitely a thumbs up. So I saved it because it's good. Definitely a thumbs up. The other one that I liked is this one here. Now I've got to shrink my image down because this one is just the perfect thing that shows you thinking. Hopefully I'm able to uncover and show these things in line. But I love the way this thing has it shows you examples. People who need the text and image. Only one of two that I'm going to read out loud. And so they give an example of the people who need only text. I love to explain all that one, but if you explain humor, you kill the joke. And plus, if you can't get it, explaining it isn't going to help either. Hopefully you understood this one, because I think it's freaking hysterical as well. It is smart, awesome, definitely a good thing. And that's kind of pointless, but I just wanted to talk about those things because I thought those two memes were absolutely awesome. Now, one of the other things, the last thing, I watched Jacksepticeye's thing. He did a video about modern slang, and he was reading this, and even though they were extremely hyper exaggerated forms of modern slang, he just came out of it. He's just going, I feel old. I'm a boomer. I have no ideas what's being said. And it's like, that's cool. I understand that. My relationship with slang is, I understand slang is to differentiate your generation from the generation past. Slang isn't for me. Slang isn't for anybody but the current generation. Yes, things sweep out into general discourse and culture, and so there's breakout terms that get used. But slang isn't for me. I'm way too old. I was born in 1960. I grew up from 1970 to 1980. I graduated high school in 1981. Now, I can't even tell you what the slang is from the 70s anymore. A lot of it because it's just been baked into me, and so I say stuff without even knowing where they came from. And a lot of it is also, I absorbed a lot of slang from other times to supplant the 1970s slang. So a lot of the time I say things like just cool, which is from before my time. So I just used older slang for a while. I was even saying things, like 23 skidoo. So gotta love that. But slang isn't for my generation, and so I'm not going to use a lot of terms like I read up and saw, like dead ass and all that. I'm not going to use terms like that. Now, some of them that have slipped out into popular culture, like I'll use terms like lit, things like that. Little things that'll fit into my life. I've occasionally even unironically used terms like yeet for throwing things out and away. But on the whole, it's not made for people like me to understand. Of course I'm going to feel old and ancient when I hear modern slang. I'm supposed to. That's the point. So, yeah, slang is cool. Slang is awesome. I'll use the slang that I think that I can appropriately use without looking too stupid because I like the way it sounds. But past that, I'm not going to try and appropriate slang terms to seem younger because, oh my God, I do not want to be like that meme thing of Steve Buscemi walking through a high school at 50 or 60, putting a skateboard over his shoulder and going, "Hi, fellow kids." It's like, no, no. I can occasionally dip in and play around with stuff that younger people like, but that's not my swimming pool. and I understand that. Go for the gusto, everybody. Don't worry about the older generations, especially boomers are dying off. Thank goodness. Hopefully we can get the world fixed. Ugh. And yes, again, I know technically I am by age a boomer, since up to 1964 you're supposed to be a boomer. But being born in 62, I feel more like, because I don't have a boomer mentality. You know, I'm not like my parents or anything like that. I'm aggressively leftist and more, so thumbs up on that. But not being one of them, and then the next generation was from a few years after that, so I and a lot of people who were born in those years at the tail end of boomerisms were more accurately called, what one person put a name on it as, Generation Jones, the lost generation. It was a tail bunch of years where we're not really boomers, but we're not Gen X. We fit in the middle, but there's not really a tag for us. Mentally we're one thing, but physically we're another, so we don't really fit into either. So, thumbs up, Generation Jones. Gosh, there was more that I wanted to say, but I've been rambling like a fool today. So, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thank you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and it is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count in American Sign Language with my depression, fibro, and more, and you've seen how my memory works, it's 1,000% better and getting better all the time, but I'm going to hit a functional limit here soon. It's a slow climb now. Thumbs up for that. On my Chrome, we have Kairambos. I'm nowhere close. I'm very sorry. My tongue is not working properly today. I will miss you though. Greatly appreciated. Killicam Gaming, thumbs up and thank you. Ice Damon, I agree with you. Hamsters are awesome. Boogie, thumbs up and thank you. Vizu Restart, greatly appreciated. Lord Dennis, Gregoriou, I'm nowhere close. Thank you very, very much. Sorry for slaughtering that. Bailey Snyder, greatly appreciated. This one? What did I do? 10, I think. Ifa Pearson, thumbs up and thank you. Bryce Spence, oh, I hate getting lost. Thank you very, very much. And then we have Kathy Kisscat, thumbs up and thank you. Null, greatly appreciated. Emilio Galvan, thank you very, very much. Dean Cordell, thumbs up and thank you. And Stephen Blanchard, greatly appreciated. Taka, thumbs up. And we have Inexpressible, I like the name, thumbs up and thank you. The Anarchist, greatly appreciated. Colin Reisenauer, thumbs up and thank you. Tim Mulvey, greatly appreciated. And Mika Mach 5, always good to see you in the comments, thumbs up and thank you. Obi Zen, thank you very, very much. And Russian Timing, greatly appreciated. And then last but not least, Kayleen Hurley, thumbs up and thank you all, each and every one of you. You get me. Get rid of that out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and thumbs up and thank you so very, very much. It is appreciated. You need to get out of your head. It's a good thing. If you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you would like to help me out financially but don't want to give to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below if you wanted to send money that way. And if you wanted to help me out but didn't want to send money, I have an Amazon wish list down below with things like hamster food, cat food, food for me, silly things, non-silly things. If you wanted to check it out, that would be awesome. Now, don't feel obligated. I don't feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them on the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool and greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained until the literal end of time. More accurately, hopefully somewhere between the next 1 to 20 years, but We all have dreams and wishes. Anyway, I've got this video that you're watching right now, I hope. Another video I need to edit and render. Hopefully something I'm going to record, edit and render. I actually did writing last night, so I've done writing, and that's a good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. My spider, I don't know. I think she's dead up there. Poor little thing.